Hey guys, it's Alyssa Markel here. Today I'm going to talk about how I used to be embarrassed to be disabled and how I'm still working through that.
Alyssa Markel, I promise I'll make a better title soon, yeah.
I figured while I talk about this, I'm going to take my braids down so you can see how curly it is afterwards, because they've been in for about a week. I had my friend Heather braid my hair. Shout out, girl. Enjoy. I used to be really embarrassed to be any sort of disabled. Oh, this is gonna be curly. In elementary school, I was short and I had the atopic dermatitis, which people would, point out. That wasn't as bad because I was a kid and I didn't really notice being different, or I sort of accepted myself. When people would comment, I would sass back to them. Once I got a little older, I started getting more jealous of the pretty girls who got to tumble and do all the things I wanted to, and there was a lot of projection there. Yeah, I got to live a normal life. I was always so embarrassed of my height mostly, and obviously my skin, but I was more embarrassed about my height because I was 4'3". People would constantly joke about it, which is cool. One braid out, holla. When I was 16, I lost a lot of my sight, and I hid that very well, might I add. I didn't want people seeing me as even more disabled. I was always sort of taught in my community that it was embarrassing, something that you were supposed to be healed from, which is very, very toxic. I noticed my hands started getting a little bit more, I don't know. I've always hated my hands because I've had carpal tunnel, or I guess that's why they look this way. I've always been self-conscious about my hands just because they look so different than other people's. All of my differences caused me to really hate myself because people didn't understand having all of these things wrong with me, or they try to fix it, or they act like I need to be fixed, when in reality accepting myself was all I needed to do. Just within the last year, I've been good about trying to accept myself for me instead of thinking I needed some different life that I don't have. That's not my life. This is my life and this is my experience. I'm really thankful for a better mindset. I still obviously am going through I still struggle with it some days, but I have more good days than bad now, and that's really awesome. Let's get another one. A lot of my frustration and anxiety comes from people who don't live my life telling me how I should handle it or trying to fix it, because I don't need fixed. I can't fix anything. Trust me. I am doing the best of my ability with what I am given. I internalized a lot of anger towards that, which was the main reason I was gonna start this channel. It was to reference people over here. If they try to tell me something I should do, I'll just be like, oh, go watch my video on that, because this is why I can't, or this is why I do the things I do. I let a lot of ignorant comments get to me for a long time, way too long. I want people to realize it's the same as if you are constantly being called out on your biggest insecurity everywhere you go. It's not fun. Just because you're curious about it doesn't mean you have to be rude about it. I don't care if people ask questions, but people are very rude or try to give advice to a 23-year-old with multiple diseases. So you don't have to live my life. It is truly about self-worth. Ignorant people's comments don't matter. This is my life experience, and I get to experience something that's really different from a lot of people, and that's really cool. I went from asking the question why, because I was surrounded with people who made me think that was normal, or they'd be like, we don't know why. If I could talk to God, I would ask why. That is so bad, especially because when I was being told that, I was so impressionable, and now looking back, I'm like, that is so dangerous. I went from asking why to saying, who cares why? I am the way I am. Asking why sort of implies that, okay, I can't get this tangle out. Asking why sort of implies that my life was supposed to be different. There was a long period of time where I didn't go a day without asking, who would I have been without any of these disabilities? First off, that person does not exist. If she did somehow exist, it would be a person I didn't recognize. It would be a person I would probably despise, to be honest. Me without my disabilities would be an ungrateful, ignorant girl with a sugar-coated life. Ew. Okay, one side's very curly. I have definitely lashed out at others because I was embarrassed of being disabled. I would project a lot because I was jealous of the normal life people had. There's a lot of people out there that say there is no normal, and I like to joke and say those are the normal people. If you've never been stared at when you go into a public place, or you didn't get to go to school when you wanted to and you got to hear other people your age say, because I was out having surgeries and being in pain and being miserable because I didn't get the opportunity to do the things I loved. You have a sense of normalcy if you got to experience those things and you didn't have to think twice. Oh, I missed one. Crap. I have tried to accept I am unique. People want to know about me, and that's pretty cool. Does someone want to come do this for me? Please someone help me get these braids out. I do want to remind everyone that I am just now getting to this mindset. I need to accept, and I need others to accept, my disabilities are never going away. They are a part of me. They have made me who I am. I need to realize that it's okay for me to be proud of being disabled. Like I've stated in a previous video, I can do a lot more than a lot of sighted people I know, even with a disability, even with multiple disabilities. It's caused me to not want to give up on myself. It's pushed me harder because I don't want to just have a mediocre life. I think that's what was the biggest slap in the face with my disabilities, is I knew it would be 10 times harder for me to become independent, or as independent as I wanted. Being disabled is who I am. Learning to accept that was and is a challenge, but I have noticed I have loved myself a little more every day. And we're done. This is just a ball of curly fluff. Yeah, I'm digging the texture of it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Find your chapstick because my lips are chapped. Comment below if you have a disability and if you have been embarrassed of it, or if you still are embarrassed of it. That's okay. Everybody goes through their own journey with it. I am proud to say I am trying to accept myself now at 23. I'm still young. You guys need to stay weird, stay wonderful, stay kind, stay disabled. Why did that come to my mind? Stay disabled. If you're not disabled, learn to be. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop this now before I say anything more offensive.